In 2026, a new wave of horror games is coming. More intense, more disturbing, and way harder to forget. Here are the top 20 new survival horror games coming in 2026. And yeah, some of these look absolutely terrifying. Liminal Point drops you into a psychological horror experience where the lines between reality and nightmare blur. You play as someone navigating eerie environments that shift in unsettling ways, making every moment feel unpredictable and tense. Gameplay focuses on exploration, survival, and atmosphere rather than constant combat. You must manage limited resources, solve environmental puzzles, and stay alert to subtle cues that guide you forward. Every decision matters, and careless choices can lead to dangerous encounters. Liminal Point stands out for its mood and psychological depth. It's a slow-burn horror adventure that sticks with you long after you stop playing. A perfect fit for 2026's lineup of survival horror experiences.
In the place where hope turned to ash. So come and find me. Mira.
I can explain what's going on.
What is existence, really? Surely a question without an answer. Your father thought he knew, and it inspired him to grant wishes.
Who's there? Nightmare. Yes!
That's why all of us are here. You want to understand, to know.
Ontos throws you into a chilling world where fear feels constant and your grip on reality gets tested. You take on the role of someone trapped in an isolated, mysterious environment, forced to survive while uncovering dark truths buried beneath the surface. Gameplay focuses on careful exploration, stealth, and resource management. Enemies are unpredictable and deadly, so every decision matters. You can't just rush forward. Staying quiet, planning your moves, and using environment clues are key to staying alive. Ontos stands out for its immersive horror and slow-burn tension. It's the kind of game that makes you pause, look twice, and think twice before taking the next step. A fitting addition to the top new survival horror games of 2026.
With me, Alexia. Your family is waiting for you.
Where am I? And what happened here? Once we're out of here, I promise to explain everything you want to know. The power within you is extraordinary.
Psycho Dead drops you into a brutal survival horror world where danger never feels far behind. You step into a broken environment filled with deranged enemies and unsettling scenes that make every moment tense and unpredictable. Gameplay focuses on survival, limited resources, and tactical combat. Ammunition is scarce, enemies are fierce, and rushing in usually leads to quick consequences. You need to think strategically about every move, making fear feel constant rather than occasional. Psycho Dead stands out for its relentless atmosphere and survival mechanics. It's designed to keep you alert, uneasy, and fully immersed. A perfect example of the intense, terrifying games coming in 2026. Contaminant throws you into a world ravaged by an unknown infection, where fear isn't just around the corner, it's inside you. You take on the role of a survivor navigating contaminated zones, trying to stay alive while uncovering what caused the outbreak and how to stop it. Gameplay blends survival mechanics with tense encounters and resource scarcity. Ammo, health items, and safe zones are limited, so every decision counts. You'll have to balance stealth, combat, and careful planning to make it through each area without being overwhelmed. Contaminant stands out for its oppressive atmosphere and survival depth. It's the kind of game that keeps you alert, uneasy, and fully engaged. A strong contender among the most anticipated horror experiences coming in 2026. They Are Here throws you into a chilling, otherworldly invasion where unknown forces have descended on Earth. You play as a survivor trying to piece together what's happening while staying one step ahead of terrifying entities that watch, hunt, and manipulate reality itself. Gameplay focuses on survival, stealth, and tense decision-making rather than non-stop combat. Resources are scarce, danger feels constant, and every choice can have serious consequences. You'll need to sneak, think, and react carefully to survive encounters that might otherwise overwhelm you. They Are Here stands out for its psychological tension and creeping dread. It's designed to make you uneasy long before enemies appear, creating an immersive and terrifying experience that's perfect for survival horror fans looking forward to 2026.
What happened here? Where is everyone?
Descendant of Night plunges you into a dark world where ancient forces and personal fear collide. You take on the role of someone tied to a cursed legacy, exploring environments that blend folklore, nightmares, and disturbing secrets that unfold bit by bit. Gameplay focuses on survival, exploration, and strategic decision-making. Enemies are unpredictable and dangerous, resources are limited, and every encounter forces you to think before acting. Stealth, timing, and careful observation become essential as you navigate through tense situations. Descendant of Night stands out for its deep atmosphere and psychological weight. It's designed to keep players uneasy and engaged, slowly revealing its mysteries in ways that stick with you. A fitting addition to the most anticipated survival horror games of 2026.
Vampires? Seriously? You knew all about this, didn't you?
You must be here to submit.
Don't count on it.
Directive 8020 drops you into a bleak survival scenario where protocol and fear collide. You play as an agent sent to investigate a quarantined zone gone completely dark, with unknown threats lurking in every ruined corridor and shadowed room. Gameplay focuses on tense survival, resource scarcity, and strategic decision-making. Ammo and supplies are limited, and combat often feels like a last resort. You'll spend as much time hiding, planning, and conserving resources as you do facing danger head-on. Directive 8020 stands out for its oppressive atmosphere and survival depth. It's designed to keep you alert and uneasy, making it a strong contender among the most anticipated survival horror experiences coming in 2026.
Doesn't look too good either. What is that? You feeling alright?
My body's going one way and my mind's going another.
What is that? This ship is infected with an alien organism. It still doesn't feel real sometimes.
Never forget why you started.
Lord have mercy.
Do you think Williams knows more about this substance than he's letting on? We can't take any chances with him.
It can manipulate its physical appearance. It's changing its cellular structure. It's replicating the human form. It's replacing us.
I know this will be difficult to hear, but if you're still out there, you deserve the truth.
Project Songbird drops you into a haunting world shaped by song, memory, and fear. You take on the role of someone drawn into a mysterious signal that warps reality and twists familiar places into unsettling landscapes, where every sound could be a clue or a trap. Gameplay focuses on survival, exploration, and sensory awareness. Resources are limited, and danger can come from what you see and what you hear, making every moment tense and unpredictable. Stealth, timing, and careful listening are just as important as movement and instinct. Project Songbird stands out for its use of sound and psychological tension. It blends immersive horror design with eerie audio mechanics to create a terrifying experience, a standout entry among the most anticipated survival horror games of 2026.
So, my friend Don has this log cabin about 2.5 hours south down in West Virginia. I've heard a lot of stories of musicians retreating away for a bit to get out of their element, and these guys come out of it having written the best music of their lives. I just thought that if you were willing, I'll give you the directions and I'll give the guy notice that you could be staying all next month. I just thought maybe you'd like to take the time away to get an album out. A new classic Neon Songbird album. Now the place isn't exactly 5-star.
ProjektZ. Beyond Order throws you into a world where order has broken down and chaos reigns. You play as a survivor navigating a landscape filled with hostile threats and environmental hazards that constantly keep you alert and uneasy. Gameplay focuses on survival mechanics, resource management, and tense encounters. Supplies are limited, enemies are unpredictable, and every choice matters. You'll need to balance stealth, planning, and quick reactions to stay alive. ProjektZ. Beyond Order stands out for its oppressive mood and survival depth. The blend of tension, scarcity, and environment storytelling makes it a strong pick among the most anticipated survival horror releases of 2026.
What the hell was that?
The Sinking City 2 drops you into a foggy, mysterious town filled with corruption and strange occurrences. You step into the shoes of a detective tasked with uncovering dark secrets while navigating a city that feels alive, twisted, and unpredictable. Gameplay focuses on investigation, exploration, and decision-making. Clues aren't always obvious, and your choices shape outcomes. Combat is tense and grounded, forcing you to think strategically rather than rush into fights. Every step matters. The Sinking City 2 stands out for its atmosphere and storytelling. It balances tension, mystery, and player choice, delivering a detective experience that's haunting, engaging, and memorable long after the case is closed. State of Decay 3 drops you into a post-apocalyptic world overrun by the undead, where survival isn't just about killing zombies, it's about smart preparation and constant adaptation. You lead a group of survivors, manage resources, and make difficult choices that affect the future of your community. Gameplay blends tense combat, base building, and survival strategy. Every encounter with the infected feels risky, and managing food, materials, and morale is as important as aiming and shooting. You can't do everything alone, so teamwork and planning become key. State of Decay 3 stands out for its survival depth and emergent storytelling. It's the kind of game that draws you in with mechanics and keeps you invested through decisions, danger, and the constant push to keep your group alive.
Who were you before? Who did you love? What did you believe? It's too late to ask now. We all knew the risks when we ventured out beyond the gates. You helped us make something greater than the fear and death that surrounded us.
OD is a mysterious horror project that focuses heavily on fear, psychology, and atmosphere. Very little is explained up front, and that uncertainty is part of the experience, making players feel uneasy from the very beginning. Gameplay is expected to lean into slow, tension-driven moments rather than constant action. Sound, visuals, and player reactions play a big role, turning simple situations into stressful encounters. What you hear and what you think you see can be just as frightening as actual threats. OD stands out because it aims to redefine how horror is felt, not just played. It's psychological, experimental, and built to stay in your head long after you put the controller down. Dreadout 3 brings you back into a world filled with ghosts, curses, and unsettling places. You explore quiet towns and abandoned locations where something always feels off, and danger can appear when you least expect it. The game builds tension slowly, making every step feel risky. Gameplay focuses on exploration, light puzzles, and surviving supernatural threats. You use tools and items to uncover what's hidden and protect yourself. But you're never truly safe. Encounters are tense, and sometimes the scariest moments come when nothing seems to be happening. Dreadout 3 stands out because of its grounded horror and creepy tone. It doesn't rely on constant jump scares, but instead creates fear through mood, mystery, and uncertainty, making it one of the horror games to watch in 2026. After Lights Out puts you in a place where darkness is the real enemy. You're trapped in eerie locations with very limited light, and every shadow feels like it could be hiding something dangerous. The game builds tension by making you feel unsafe, even when nothing is happening. Gameplay is all about survival and smart choices. Light sources are rare, resources are limited, and you can't afford to rush. Deciding when to move, when to hide, or when to save your tools becomes critical, because one bad move can put you in serious danger. After Lights Out stands out by using light and darkness as core mechanics. Fear doesn't rely on constant action, but on tension and uncertainty. It's the kind of survival horror game that stays uncomfortable the longer you play, making it one to watch for 2026.
If a whole life could fit into a day, dawn would be the most beautiful moment. Childhood.
BrokenLore Dark Dawn throws you into a twisted world where ancient curses and forgotten secrets shape every step you take. You play as someone drawn into a place full of unsettling history, dark environments, and lingering dread that makes each moment feel uneasy and unpredictable. Gameplay blends survival and exploration with tense encounters. You'll need to manage limited resources, think before acting, and use your surroundings to stay alive. Combat isn't always the answer. Sometimes hiding, sneaking, or retreating is the only way to survive. BrokenLore Dark Dawn stands out for its atmosphere and storytelling. It uses environmental tension and haunting details to create a slow-building horror experience that keeps players engaged, a strong addition to the most anticipated survival horror games of 2026.
The loss is too heavy for you. But sometimes, loss can birth beasts and bury truths. What do you think? What if you are the beast?
The beast?
Project Spectrum drops you into a strange world where fear comes from what you can't fully understand. You play as someone stuck in a place where reality feels warped, and every turn can reveal something unsettling, making the whole experience feel tense and unpredictable. Gameplay focuses on survival, exploration, and sensory awareness. You'll need to manage limited resources, use tools smartly, and stay alert to changes in your environment. Enemies may not always be visible, so listening, observing, and reacting quickly become crucial to staying alive. Project Spectrum stands out for its psychological depth and eerie world design. It leans on atmosphere and uncertainty rather than constant action, making it one of the most anticipated survival horror experiences coming in 2026. Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly Remake, brings back one of the most unsettling horror experiences with modern visuals and refined gameplay. You play as twin sisters exploring an abandoned village haunted by restless spirits. The atmosphere is eerie, quiet, and deeply unsettling from the moment you arrive. Gameplay centers on survival and the camera mechanic. Instead of fighting enemies with weapons, you use a special camera obscura to capture and repel spirits. Every encounter feels tense because you're vulnerable and have to rely on timing, positioning, and courage rather than strength. Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly Remake, stands out for its unique horror mechanics and atmosphere. It doesn't rely on constant action, but on psychological tension and fear of the unknown, making it a must-watch addition to the survival horror lineup of 2026.
So forbidden that speaking of it is taboo, and a place that must never be seen. If I could capture it with the camera obscura.
Hurry, leave the village. If you can get out of the village, you'll be able to escape your fate.
Don't let go. Together.
The twins, where are they? The ritual. Why did you run? Accept the fate of the sacrifice!
The festival failed.
Pain. Ecstasy. Suffering. To us, they are the same. You know nothing about the true beauty of suffering. I see your intrigue, your fear, your inability to comprehend these sights.
Clive Barker's Hellraiser revival plunges you into a chilling world where pain, fear, and mystery blur into something deeply unsettling. Inspired by the Hellraiser mythos, you navigate environments that shift between eerie calm and sudden dread, with danger lurking just out of sight. Gameplay centers on survival, atmosphere, and tense encounters. You'll need to conserve resources, make smart decisions, and stay alert to subtle shifts in your surroundings. Combat isn't constant. Fear often comes from what you don't see, not what you do. Clive Barker's Hellraiser revival stands out for its psychological depth and disturbing world design. It leans into dread and mystery rather than non-stop action, making it one of the most anticipated survival horror experiences coming in 2026. Whispers in the Fog drops you into a mist-shrouded town where the air itself feels heavy with secrets and dread. You play as a stranger drawn into the fog, forced to navigate twisting streets, abandoned buildings, and unsettling whispers that seem to follow you wherever you go. Gameplay focuses on survival, exploration, and atmospheric tension rather than constant combat. Resources are limited, danger feels unpredictable, and every step forward demands careful listening and observation as you uncover clues about the town's dark past. Whispers in the Fog stands out for its mood and psychological design. It relies on atmosphere and mystery to create fear, making it one of the most intriguing and anticipated survival horror experiences of 2026. Resident Evil 9, Requiem, brings the iconic horror franchise back with a fresh story and terrifying new threats. You step into a world where bioorganic horrors have returned, and every location, from ruined cities to dark underground labs, feels dangerous and unpredictable. Gameplay blends classic survival horror with modern mechanics. You'll manage limited ammo, make every shot count, and balance exploration with tense enemy encounters. Every choice matters, and rushing into danger usually ends in disaster. Resident Evil 9 Requiem stands out for combining tight survival mechanics with an immersive narrative. It aims to deliver fear, mystery, and high-stakes gameplay that keeps players hooked. A strong contender among 2026's most anticipated horror titles.
Welcome. Dr. Gideon has been expecting you.
You there, Leon?
Yeah.
Hey, over here.
FBI, what are you doing here?
Would you like to see what's hidden under the hood?
Don't do anything stupid.
Me? Never.
Calm down.
Think I want to